Hi, it's Tess, and it's tip 209, and yes, I did it again. I got busy at work because it's quarter end, and all of a sudden I just finished my live in Dr. B's group, and yes, I went 45 minutes again, and I realized I never did this one here in this group, and since I've got such a long string together, I don't want to mess it up, so I thought I'll just go live and just kind of do a real quick and dirty on what I talked about in his group. Doc B this morning kind of talked about gratitude journaling, which is one of his fundamentals, and I looked up a couple articles on journaling, and we all know the typicals about journaling, that journaling is recommended to improve weight loss. In journaling, there are like 7 reasons they say we should journal for weight loss. And like the first one is tracking. It kind of monitors calories in, calories out. We know what we're eating. We can kind of adjust and improve and keep working to better our journey. It helps us balance nutrition, see if we're eating too many. Are we getting enough fruits and vegetables in? Are we getting enough water in? So journaling helps us with that. It's also an accountability. So if the weight isn't going down, we can identify why and we can make changes. It keeps us honest, because if we write it down, then we own it, and then we know what we truly have to change. It can help us find our areas of struggle to improve. It's just a daily reminder, and you can use it to track goals, and it helps establish healthy habits. Now, I'm sure we all know that already, but today what the doc was talking about, and I do this, and I will show you guys. I have all these journals that I love so much. This one is just positive thoughts that I write a lot. This is one that I use for like 5 things I appreciate and things I want to do for the day. And this is my special one. There's a leather one that has positive affirmations or positive statements or motivational statements people have used that I like. So he was talking about journaling, gratitude journaling. And gratitude journaling really kind of goes hand in hand with meditation, because meditation is a tool that helps me get all the garbage out and lets me put positive thoughts in, because we all know that what we think about is what we're drawn towards. And in order for me to think about the things that I need to do, I use meditation. And because of all of my tutoring in the past, I know multisensory works the best, at least even for me, but I think it does for all people. Say it, see it, feel it, hear it. Well, if I'm trying to think positively, if I'm meditating, I'm hearing it. If I'm journaling it, I'm seeing it, I'm writing it, I'm saying it out loud, and it just helps me to get rid of the fat filters or the monkey brain. It just helps me to clear them out. So do I like journaling, gratitude journaling? I absolutely love to do it. Do I think it's fairly easy to do? Yes, if you don't make it too hard, you can be grateful that you woke up today. You can be grateful for your family. You can be grateful that you have a job. You can be grateful that you have a car. You can be grateful that there's a tree outside with beautiful flowers on it. You can be grateful for a flower. You can be grateful for a bird. You can appreciate that there's a bird. You can find all kinds of things to make you feel good. And so I would start looking for them, like to see a bee makes me feel good, to see anything outside, to see the sunrise or to see the sunset. Those are all feel-good things for me. So I figured now I'll just kind of run through like some of the medical benefits that some of these articles are saying are good for why gratitude journaling is so important. And it kind of says that there are 14 benefits of practicing gratitude according to science. And they say there are numerous studies demonstrating how gratitude journaling can increase one's happiness. Others show that inflammation in one's body can decrease. So that one kind of blew me away, that you can reduce inflammation in your body from gratitude journaling. And it says that experiencing gratitude really reduces stress, increases optimism, and changes your brain. So what are the benefits of gratitude? There's tons of good Science Center offers. There's tons of information on it. For the individual person, like you and I, they say overall, gratitude journaling will increase your happiness and your positive mood, and that can help you eliminate monkey brain and negative thoughts. Oh, thank you. I know I'm like, normally I do this first thing in the morning, and with work, I just have been distracted. I'm like, I don't want to let it go at 209. I got to keep going. And the doc challenged me not to quit, so now I can't quit. But I know that, like, for this, it said that for the individual, the positive things about gratitude journaling, and I love gratitude journaling. I love gratitude journaling, appreciation journaling. I love meditation because all those things help me release the thoughts that make me feel bad and put in thoughts that make me feel good. And like for the individual, that increased happiness and positive mood, that more satisfaction with life, less materialistic. So be happy with what you have. And right now, we could all use that. You're less likely to experience burnout. I really need that right now. Better physical health, better sleep, less fatigue, lower levels of cellular inflammation, greater resiliency, and it encourages the development of patience, humility, and wisdom. So we know there's probably a lot of people out there that we need to go buy a journal for. For groups, it says it increases pro-social behaviors, strengthens relationships, it helps employees' effectiveness and may increase job satisfaction. So it's a win-win all the way around. And I think it just helps in pushing out the monkey brain, pushing out the negative thoughts, and just allowing yourself to feel good. All the studies, all the self-help, everything talks about that you gravitate towards what you think about. So you have to get rid of the thoughts that are blocking you and start thinking the thoughts that make you feel good and get you excited about what you can accomplish, because it makes the journey much more fun and it makes it more manageable. So it does say that different ways that they were doing studies is they had people write a gratitude letter a week for 3 weeks. Then they had people do it once a month, and what they found is the more frequently you do it, the better. And in our group, we do it for 3 minutes a day, and that's easy to do. Do I time it anymore? No, because I always go over 3 minutes. But I do think that practicing it every day helps because it just reinforces. It's just like I weigh every day, but I weigh every day unemotional, just as a tool to move forward. I gratitude journal every day just because it helps me to stop thinking the thoughts that bug me or put me in a negative place and put in the positive thoughts. So if you can do it a few minutes every day, that's probably your best possible tool. These are great things too. It talks about gratitude disconnects us from toxic negative emotions and the ruminating that often accompanies them. And I was a ruminator like crazy before I joined this group and learned how to use meditation. Or not this group, this is my personal page. Doc V's Transform Your Challenge group. Before I joined his paid group, I had problems with anxiety and stress, but through the use of meditation and gratitude journaling, I am able to let go of the negative thoughts, emotions, and ruminating. It helps me to be positive. It says expressing gratitude helps us even if we don't explicitly share it with someone. So you don't have to share it. It's just about clearing out the negative thoughts and putting in the positive. And then the positive effects of gratitude, writing compound-like interest. So we all know compound interest is a beautiful tool. So compound gratitude and compound feeling good is amazing on all levels. And I feel a lot better in all areas. And I bounce back a lot faster when I'm being pulled into a negative area. And if somebody's negative, it's easier for me to walk away without getting pulled into it. So meditation and gratitude journaling, absolutely. I love them and I highly recommend them. Gratitude facilitates helping behavior. Grateful people help the people who helped them. And they also help strangers similarly. Reminding people who helped them still increased helping behavior exhibited towards strangers. So it wasn't an equal factor. It did help people to give more. They do say that there are cases where you may run into people that are like narcissistic, but those are easier to identify, and you can kind of see that on people. And it has to do with like it's excessive self-importance, arrogance, vanity, unquenchable need for admiration and approval. Those of us in this kind of a group generally don't have that high self-worth, so we're not generally facing those types of obstacles. But I do agree, and I use my journals, like I was saying, I have all these journals, and even if it's only a statement or two a day, or if I get to a bad point in the day, I'll just write a statement down, and it helps me to pull myself to a positive place, and I like living in a positive place a whole lot better. If somebody's in a negative place, I wish them well, but I'm not joining them there anymore. I used to let their energy pull me in, and I don't want it. That's a place they're choosing to live. If they want to get out of it, I'll tell them the tools to use, but I'm not joining them there anymore. I don't want to be there. It just doesn't feel good, and that's not where I want to live my life. Every time a person expresses or receives gratitude, dopamine is released in the brain, and we all know dopamine is a feel-good. So, yep, gratitude journaling, meditation, I'll never give them up. They said if a person can do only one thing to increase their health and happiness, expressing gratitude may be it. So it's definitely not something you want to walk away from. It's something easy to do. Appreciate the animal, appreciate the spouse, appreciate the family, appreciate the tree, appreciate the bird, appreciate the clean water. There's a lot of things to appreciate. And the more you appreciate, you can feel it. It makes you feel good. So I will one of the most popular gratitude exercises is the daily gratitude journal. So I know in my daily page, I usually only go for like 5 or 10 minutes. So since this is later at night and not earlier in the day, I won't keep this going on for long because I've basically been on for over an hour tonight. But if you are struggling and you don't feel good, try meditation and then do a gratitude journal. Use those little tools to get you picked up so that you feel positive and optimistic. And then what I'm finding is that because you're feeling good and positive and optimistic, if people are in that negative place, they tend to walk away from me anyways, and that's okay. I don't want them to feel bad, but if they're not willing to join me up here in Happy Land, then I don't want to join them in Sad Land. So I hope you find your day to be wonderful, joyful. Meditate gratitude and make this life the best life it can be. Don't fall into the negative places. Use thoughts, use journals, and use meditation to put you someplace where the world is beautiful. Thank you so much, and you guys have a beautiful night.